Who'd have thought it the way, Stan? I mean, when you think about it, like, you and me sat here on a silver wedding. Funny, isn't it?
You what?
Only 3 weeks after. Oh, it's funny.
3 weeks after what? What's funny?
How we got married. 3 weeks after I fell over you, blind drunk in blackout. Oh, it were kismet that, you know, Stan. Kismet.
What?
Kismet. You know, meant like.
That weren't what your mother called it.
Oh, aye, well, you and me mum never really did see eyeball to eyeball.
And I weren't blind drunk either. It was an air raid. I was taking cover.
Remember though, eh, Chuck? Us wedding breakfast.
I do. Powdered egg and flaming snoot.
You had mine and all.
The condemned men at hearty meal.
And I had my green two-piece on with the padded shoulders, and you was in your uniform. You know, you always put me in mind of Michael Dennison in your uniform, Chuck.
What?
Did I remind you of anybody? You know, I mean, a film star like.
Why, in the green two-piece with the padded shoulders?
Yeah.
I can never make my mind up.
Oh, why?
Whether it was Jimmy Cagney or Humphrey Bogart.
Oh, you're dead romantic, you are, Stan.
Well, George Raft, you know.
Can we come in now, or should we wait for the smoke to clear?
Oh, no, come on in, Ken. Me and Stan was just reminiscing.
Oh?
Yeah, about us happiest day.
Well, we're just making a flying visit with him.
Oh, I say. Oh, isn't that lovely?
Yeah, we thought it might come in handy when you get the first photo of the new baby.
Ah, framed in silver.
Hey, that's a bit of all right, isn't it?
Oh, can I have a look at your car?
Yeah, help yourself. Cheeky one that ends from our Trevor.
All ready for the do? The do? Ah, you know, trumpet volunteer.
Oh, that, yeah. Well, that rather depends on the lip, you see, Stan.
The lip?
Yeah, you see, if I still have it, we're all right. But if I've lost it, then we've had it, if you see what I mean.
Oh, aye.
The door was open, so I let
Hello.
myself in.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Caldwell.
Hello. That's from me and my friends.
Mrs. Sharples?
No, my newfound friends.
Oh, you mean your new Moggy like?
That's right.
Ah. Oh, I say. Oh, just what we wanted, didn't it, Chuck?
Ah, smashing, isn't it, eh? What is it?
Don't show your ignorance. It's, well, it's,
Pickle fork.
yeah, like I was just going to say, it's a pickle fork. Oh, thanks ever so much, Mrs. Caldwell.
I'll come in useful for,
Pickles?
Ah, well, I believe in you all now. Thanks, one and all.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Like a bridegroom to me chamber.
Oh, Stan, you're awful.
I've got an hour's keep yet, you know, preserving me manhood. Ta-ra.
A box of matches, please.
We aren't officially open yet, Mrs. Sharple.
No, and I'm not officially brown owl neither, but I'm going to have to rub 2 sticks together to get the stove going if you're going to be funny about it.
Morning, Miss Studio, Mrs. Sharples.
Mr. Walker, I'm sure your doctor wouldn't approve of you being up so soon.
I'm sure you're right, lass. But I reckon them as lie in bed for small reason die in bed, and I'm not planning to go just yet.
I still think another hour in the land of Nod wouldn't have gone amiss.
Now, listen, love, I shall get a good telling off from somebody else soon without you starting. Have you seen our Lucille?
Oh, no, is
Do I get my box of matches or don't I?
No, it's all...
Well, I've been here about 5 minutes. I've been asking her for them, and she says officially this and
Rome
officially
wasn't
that.
built in a
I
day, you
know,
know.
but...
There you are, 1 box of matches.
Right. An exchange being no robbery, why was little Miss Muffet going nickety-pickety down Coronation Street at 6:15 this morning?
Little Miss Muffet?
He knows who I mean.
6:15.
That's right.
Wear suitcase.
Yeah.
I'm down here, love.
Lucille's gone.
Gone?
She's left this note on the dressing table. She's gone with Clegg to work things out, she says.
So that's what they call it these days.
How about that, then, eh?
Did he shoot it yourself, or did it give itself up?
I got off that fellow in Rosamond Street, you know, the one whose wife ran off with the wrestler. No questions asked. I always like to buy my wife a fur coat every 3 years.
You know what you asked, Dan? The last of the big spenders.
Ah, yeah. All right, okay.
Hey, married blessy, you're stopping in bed all day, then?
I can't get up in front of company.
I'd scream if you did.
Many a true word spoken in jest and all. What did he want your advice about, anyway?
Does any young man want advice about on his wedding eve?
What lot of advice either of you two needed, I'll bet.
Now, shut your gob and close your eyes for a minute.
You what?
I said shut your gob and close your eyes for a minute.
Ah, Stan. You bought me a present, haven't you? And you bought me a
Are you
present,
going to
Chuck.
close your flaming eyes, or aren't you?
Yeah, all right, love, close. Say the word.
I never say I don't give you out.
Oh, Stan. Oh, I say,
Bit of good
Stan.
stuff, is that? Genuine fur.
Oh, Stan. I take it all back,
I
Chuck.
should think so, too.
Hey,
What do you say?
you've been tapping the coal money again.
Oh, flaming no!
Answer the question,
You know
Sam.
what's wrong with you, Arilda? You got no faith in human nature. Do you want that flipping coat or don't you?
Well, not till I know it's been come by honest.
I told you I got it out of me spends.
What, this out your spends? Pull the other one, it's got bells on.
Oh, well, it didn't cost all that much.
Genuine, you said it was, genuine.
Ah, well, it is genuine, but... Well, it's not exactly new, is it?
Not new. Ah. You mean it's second-hand?
Only one previous owner.
I suppose you've no idea where they've gone.
No, Mrs. Clegg, I'm sorry.
No doubt they got round you.
No, Mrs. Clegg, you don't understand. We really don't.
Oh, your generation, you're all the same. All you care about is yourself. Selfish to the core. Oh, don't talk to me.
Shall I make you some toast to go with it?
No, thanks, Val. Couldn't eat a thing.
How are you feeling now?
Bit small.
Small?
Yeah, I've just bitten the head off young Audrey. As if it were her he'd gone and run off with.
Oh, never mind. She knows you're upset. She'll make allowances.
Yeah. On top of everything else, I keep wondering how I'm going to break it to Len. In his state.
Well, if you take my advice, you won't bother. Not you've heard from Gordon, anyway.
Perhaps you're right. Usually are.
Oh, well, Maggie, would you like me to go and get my hair done now or later?
Now if you want, Val. Take as long as you like.
Right.
Well, we've just come to see if you know any more about this little lot than we do.
If you mean did I hold the ladder for him and provide him with a couple of packed lunches, I'm not guilty, Mr. Walker.
Mr. Walker and I don't regard this as a laughing matter.
Well, this might surprise you, Mr. Walker, but neither do I. It is, after all, my son we're talking about.
I hope you're not implying that we regard Lucille as anything less than a daughter.
All I'm implying is that my son's career is going to be in ruins if he's not back to take that exam on Monday.
And what about Lucille's reputation? I suppose that doesn't matter at all.
Shall I be honest? Or would you rather I was just polite?
Well, of course, if you are going to hold the conversation at that level, the only thing that remains to do is to get Lucille out of your son's clutches before any further damage is done.
My son's what?
Clutches is what I said, and clutches is what I meant. In my opinion, he is entirely to blame for the entire escapade.
And in my opinion, Lucille is...
Now, look, we're all to blame, all three of us.
Oh, yes,
Maggie's to blame from the start.
Oh, am I?
Yes. Didn't you tell your Gordon that you and his dad were going to stop him getting married, right?
Who told you?
Lucille told me last night, and right upset about it she was.
She never told me.
Well, she wouldn't, would she? And that's where you're to blame as well. Because a lass of her age needs somebody she can talk to and confide in. And she doesn't think she can talk to you because you don't understand her. And for my money, she's not a bad judge either.
I see, and I suppose you're as pure as driven snow
Oh,
in
no.
the whole affair.
No, I'm not, and I don't lay claim to be. I knew she was upset, and I might have reckoned that this is just the sort of daft thing that she would do.
Well, now we know whose fault it is. What are we going to do about it?
Well, Annie can go back to the Rovers, and you and me'll go down to the police station.
But I've got nobody to look after the shop till Val gets back.
I'll ask Ina Sharples to look in. In the meantime, get your coat on.
Hey, are you sure it's gone?
Yeah. That must have been the summer timetable we were looking at yesterday. I'll tell you what, you organise some tea and I'll go and make some inquiries, right?
Did you want something? Or are you just collecting train numbers?
Oh, 2 teas, please.
One and tuppence, love.
Two.
Hey, guess what? We've got 5 hours to kill.
5?
That's what the man said.
Oh, well, what's 5 hours in a lifetime?
What's 5 hours? How are you feeling?
Like the night before the holidays when I went to Blackpool for a week with my dad. How long will it take us to get there?
Well, just a couple of hours. We'll have to stop at Carlisle and get a bus. Of course, we don't have to go to Gretna Green at all if we don't want to.
What do you mean?
Well, anywhere in Scotland will do. Just as long as we get what they call a 3-week residential qualification.
I'd like to go to Gretna.
Well, that's it then.
Excuse me, miss. Your name's Hewitt?
Well,
L. Hewitt?
yes, sir. Why?
You want to be more careful where you leave your bag. Don't encourage crime, as they say in the adverts.
Sorry.
Thanks very much.
And how long will it be till your silver wedding then, Dickie, eh? 24 years and 6 months, is it? Or is it 5 months, 3 weeks, 2 days and 4 1/4 hours?
Something like that, yeah.
I bet you can't wait, eh? Of course, that's the trouble with getting married, isn't it?
What is?
You never get any time off for good behaviour.
How would you know? Bachelor.
Because, young fella, me lad, I've studied it. I'm what you might call a frontline correspondent at the Battle of the Sexes.
Will there be anything else, like gobstoppers?
Why, you've changed, Mrs. Barlow. Or is it Mrs. Clegg?
Because if there's not, buzz off. You're driving away the custom.
Very delicately put, Mrs. Sharples. We're driving away the custom, Dickie.
Yeah.
It's your face, Dickie.
Oh, yours.
Of course, could be Mrs. Sharp.
Go on, get it.
Have they caught up with them?
Caught up with who?
Well, the runaway lovers. Jack Walker and Maggie Clegg have gone after them. I heard that from a very reliable source.
Oh, on horseback, I suppose. Well, you can go and tell your usual reliable source that she's talking through her rollers. Jack Walker and Maggie Clegg have gone no further than Weatherfield Police Station to report them missing.
Oh. Oh, she used to draw numbers on the flags outside my front window and play hopscotch with a shoe-polish tin. She were ever so good at it. Lucille. It only seems half a minute ago.
Yes, well, I don't suppose she's playing hopscotch with a shoe-polished tin right now. What can I serve you with?
Oh, nothing really. I just came to see if you'd heard anything.
Oh, yes, I thought you might have. Here, cast your eyes over that.
What is it?
The private slate of Mrs. Spicer. There must be 10 quid owing on that, if not for a penny.
Ooh.
Now, I call that taking real advantage of Maggie Clegg's good nature when you think of all the money that woman's got.
Oh, I didn't think Mrs. Spicer was a woman who wouldn't pay up.
Wouldn't you? Have you noticed how many rounds she's bought in Rovers just lately? We'll give me that quicker.
Isn't Maggie Clegg in then?
Not just at the moment. I'm in charge.
Oh, well, it was Mrs. Clegg I wanted to see.
It would be, wouldn't it? I'm not as daft as she is. Catch me letting anybody run up a slate like yours.
Oh, Ena.
Now, Miss Nugent, double top, and it's all over by the shouting.
A pint to a bother, Pops, you misses the flaming ball.
Oh, now then, Mr. Ogden, fair play.
How top, Stanley? If Gary Player can have his bit of us, so can Miss Nugent. Now, stir up.
Here we go, then. Down and dirty, as the saying is.
Hey, Miss Nugent, if you were a Frenchman, I'd kiss you on both cheeks.
And if you were, she'd probably let you know.
That's all the flaming coppers could offer you.
That's all then. They said they'd look out for them and circulate descriptions, you know. But they said even if they did find them, all they could do was to try and persuade them to come home or get in touch with us.
Sort of talk them into it.
That's it.
That is correct, and that isn't all. Oh, dear me, no. If they do succeed in locating them, a possibility which I find highly unlikely, we, Mr. Walker and I, will not be informed of their whereabouts.
You're joking.
I most certainly am not, but it doesn't surprise me in the least. Apparently the feelings of the parents or guardians are the last things to be considered on this occasion.
Yeah, but it's not really a question of anybody's feelings, though, is it, Mrs. Walker?
You surprise me, Kenneth. What is it a question of, then?
Freedom. Individual freedom.
Here we go again.
Oh, I don't know so much about that, Ken. Of course, I know what you mean, but she's not but a lass in spite of all of airs and graces.
Yeah, that's not the point, though, Mr. Walker. She's over 17, isn't she? Right, well, there's nothing the law can do about it. That's it.
Well,
that
in
is the law.
case, speaking as a taxpayer and a householder, I would say it is high time that the law was changed.
Yes, but isn't that what we all say about the law, Mrs. Walker? If it doesn't happen to agree with us about something.
Are you sure you won't change your mind about the party tonight? I'll do your hair for you with pleasure.
I'm not exactly in a party mood, Val.
Oh, come on. It'll take your mind off things.
Yeah, well, I'll think about it when the say.
Are you satisfied then, Mrs. Barlow?
What?
I thought we'd put things straight between us. I've not been carrying a grudge.
Mrs. Spicer, would you mind telling me what you're talking about? Because I haven't a clue.
I'm talking about you, Mrs. Barlow. Telling Ina Sharples about money I borrowed from Maggie Clegg here.
Mrs. Spicer, I don't know who told what to Ina Sharples about your money, but it certainly wasn't me.
I suppose it wasn't you either.
Well, I never said a word to Mrs. Sharples or anybody. I wouldn't dream.
Well, you better sort it out between you then. Who's lying? Because nobody else knew. It shamed me. It shamed me.
Oh, dear.
Wait a minute.
Now what?
Book I use for Mrs. Spicer's account. I usually carry it about on me. I must have left it out this morning in the rush to get out.
And Mrs. Sharples found it?
Well, she must have done. Oh, I wouldn't have had this happen for the world. Not to Mrs. Spicer.
Oh, that woman. That woman!
Have you ever had that feeling you've been here before?
Never mind, I never could stand coming out of the pictures before the end. When's the next one?
About 3/4 of an hour. And this time we stay put, right?
Right.
Right. So what do you want to do? Have a nice cup of coffee? Game of matchbox rugby? Or shall I read your fortune in the tea leaves?
Hey, can you?
Of course I can. Hilda Ogden's been teaching me.
Go on, tell me in future.
Let's see then. You've fallen in love with an handsome, dashing fella.
Well, handsome is as handsome does.
Here. You're gonna run away to Gretna with him to get married.
Hey, you better turn up soon. The train goes in 3/4 of an hour. By the way, does it say we're going to find Diggs in the middle of the night?
No. It just says, stop worrying.
How long have you been reading futures in Fagash? Do you think we should ring home?
Home?
Just to let them know we're all right, like.
You want to?
Well, don't you? Your mum, I mean.
No. But as long as we're here, we're safe, aren't we? Somewhere where we can sit and sort out our own problems. But if they get you on a telephone...
Hey, well, it was a stupid idea. Forget it.
It's just that...
Don't you trust me?
Of course I do, but... Well, if you want to, just to put the minds at ease.
It wouldn't, though, would it? Put the minds at ease.
No. No, I don't think it would. Right, I'll get you a proper cup of tea and read your fortune first stand.
Come on, keep your pecker up, otherwise you're flattening them sandwiches.
A party? A raucous, vulgar party at a time like this?
Well, moping's not going to improve matters, is it?
No, if only we knew where she was.
Ooh, I think I'll go and switch on that electric fan.
It'll be me and Armistice 45th, Lena.
Oh, yes.
Or is it that 46?
I don't know. I wasn't married to him.
But of course there was much more respect for marriage in those days.
I doubt it.
Oh, I think there was, Ina.
No, we were given to suckling in silence, that's all.
Would anybody like a sandwich?
Well, it's glad to get sandwich, Mrs. Sharples.
A bit spicy cherry, Sam. Thank you very much.
Hey, where are you going?
Don't stop the work, love, all hands slip up.
Why, I was thinking.
Beer, love, beer.
Well, someone's going to start it.
Oh, well, there's not a lot of room.
Ah, stop making excuses, Bashful.
May I have this dance, madam?
Oh, yes, you may.
Yeah, hang on a minute.
Clear the floor, sonny. Come on, my love.
Hello, Miss Walker.
Hello, Mrs. Walker.
I've come to the party.
After a lot of persuading.
I suppose you haven't heard any more yet.
No, I'm very much afraid we haven't.
Hello, love.
Hello, Mr. Walker.
Have you got the secret weapon there, Mr. Walker?
I have indeed, lad. It's here, under the counter. Over here.
We lost the counter.
That's it.
Oh, no, not that thing.
Sorry, love. Popular request.
I want 4 minutes warning before you start blowing that.
The trouble with my wife is she hasn't got an ear for good music.
The
Come on.
trouble with your wife is that she has.
Hey, Maggie, darling, can I buy you one before we go back to the happy
Oh,
couple?
thanks very much.
What is it?
Lemonade, please.
A lemonade and a pint, please. Jack.
Lemonade and a pint.
Please.
Hey, Annie, look, take that look off your face.
Of course, it may not matter to you.
It matters just as much to me as it does to you, so don't come that one.
Don't turn on me.
Oh, come on, love. Pull yourself together.
Yes, Jack, but if only we knew something.
Hey. I said the next one we catch, whether it's a stop or a no, no excuses.
How long?
Be in about half an hour.
Frozen.
We talk too much.
What about time we get there, though?
Well, we'll have to stop at Carlisle and carry on tomorrow.
Hotel, you mean?
Yeah, hotel.
More expense.
It's all expense, love.
Yeah.
Not to worry, we're only young once.
Wish you'd met him.
Who?
Your dad.
Oh.
If you could see me now, he'd turn over and he'd...
Now, come on. You don't know that. There's an odds-on chance he might say, grab it while it's going. Make the most of it.
Yeah, he might. Except we'll go spur.
It's more like it.
What's up, love?
Do I look starry eyed because of Beeley?
You look bloodshot to me.
Ah, Stan!
I don't mean it.
I'll have it.
Because I don't.
Stan, I do think you're lovely.
Oh, get over, will you? Hang on.
Come on, lads and lasses, with the compliments of the house. There we are. How's that, eh?
Oh, that's smashing.
Hey, Mrs. Walker, I'm overcome.
Well, one
Very
must
much.
find words, dear. Even at the moments of greatest stress, it's important that one should.
Hey, go on, Stan, say something.
Yeah, come on, speak!
You know, ladies and gentlemen, and then something about us happy married life.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, love.
And wipe that smile off your face, Fairclough. You think I'm going to stand here and make a fool of myself? I got no thing coming. But bear yourselves in patience. Right, Mrs. Sharples.
Right, Mrs. Sharp.
Here we go.
Come on now, it'll bring the colour to your cheeks. Besides, it's on the house.
How about that, Linda? Your favourite.
What about this exam you've got on Monday, though?
Get it.
It's important, though, isn't it?
Well, some things are more important than others.
Yes, but...
Look, love, ever since I've been old enough to sharpen my own pencils, I've been taking exams. Why? Because my mother thought they were important.
She's right, though, isn't she? Well, I mean, she's right.
But there are other things, you know.
Just makes me feel guilty, that's all.
Well, don't let it.
It's easy said.
Look, love, I keep on telling you we'll sort it all out after the wedding.
But we can't sort it out after the wedding.
I know.
Oh, because after the wedding, it might be too late.
We'll just take them next year, that's all.
Daft, isn't it? Why take him next year when you could...
When I could take them on Monday.
The train now standing at platform 4 is the 8:43 for Carlisle, stopping at Lancaster